Alrighty, we're back in it. Let's go. My minions, I don't know, I tried to use them. It's a screen recorder. It does nothing. Did my audio get fixed somehow? Like, did it... I don't know, we'll have to get a new cutscene. We'll see, but I think the audio problem just kind of resolved itself. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, night time, where the hell you're watching this. At the time of this recording, it's no, it's not 2. That says 4. It's 4:22 in the morning. I had a power nap, and then I woke up at 2. Miserable because I fell asleep. Like, I woke up with the lights on, and yeah, so I guess I just passed out in my bed. And yeah, I did not fall asleep in my nighttime setup, and it was awful. I woke up hot, sweaty, lights in my face. It's not a way to wake up. It was awful. I don't know about you guys, but I do not like the lights on when I wake up.
Hey, you guys! You came to see me!
Hello, Egel. You look happy.
He's been bouncing off the walls ever since this morning when he heard you were coming.
He isn't always this way?
No. Since you left, he's been moody most of the time.
Is that true, Egel?
Bad Egel.
Mrs. Goodman is very good to me. And this place is amazing. But I still want to travel with you.
Hey, Egel. Can I tell you something? It's about a captain of the guard who lived in a far-off land. He died in battle, fighting, to protect his kingdom.
Just like my mother and father.
And this man's father, he lies sick in bed at the shock of his loss. The captain's father has been of great help to all of us. We owe him a great deal. I was thinking, if you would spend some time with the captain's father, I believe it might help him get better. What do you think, Egel?
What? So you didn't come to ask me to go with you? That's a shame. Okay, I'll do it. I can't say no to you.
Thank you so much, Egel.
If this is Egel's decision, I won't stop him. But you come back anytime you want, okay?
I will. Thanks for everything, Mrs. Goodman.
And the captain comes home and just like, so where's our adopted son? Oh, he left. We just kind of let him run away. Not really run away. What's this place? It's places like this that I go, I could make this in Minecraft. I don't really get why there's just a gap there. Oh, because this leads to the basement. See, this would be actually... You know what? I might do that. Next time I do a Minecraft series, I might rebuild this house. I think that is X and Y after. But as soon as we get to X and Y, we can start using some of our past team, like the whole point I wanted to be doing this series. The major thing is that... Grab a save. The major thing is I wanted this to be like an Ultimate League challenge where we will be able to use the Pokemon from every region we've conquered. And I would like to see if I can talk my friends into doing being the Ultimate Elite Four.
That about sums it up. What do you think, Your Majesty?
A fine idea, I must say. I have been concerned about the innkeep myself. Eggle, it is admirable of you to agree to follow in the innkeep's footsteps. The kingdom of Kaldisla welcomes you.
You see, I want to be a powerful soldier one day, like my mother and father before me, like Tiz.
I'm not a soldier.
I wanna be a mighty warrior with a kind heart who can protect the ones he loves.
Well said, well said. Fine sentiments for a boy to have. Very well then. You shall be given access to our training hall, Eggle. And I would be honored if you would accept this gift.
Eggle's got like some super connected friends.
What is it?
A badge we give our young soldiers. My captain of the guard, Owen, also wore one once. This marks you as an apprentice soldier for the kingdom, Eggle. I hope to see you train hard and become a first-rate soldier.
Wow! Thank you!
Thank you, Your Highness.
By the way, Tiz, how is the reconstruction of Narende village proceeding?
We're done.
With all your travels to save the world from peril, you must find little time to return, no? Perhaps you could put Eggle here in charge of the reconstruction?
Reconstruction?
You would be acting on Tiz's behalf.
I'll do it!
Are you sure you can handle all of this at once? Helping out at the inn, training to be a soldier, and supervising the reconstruction? That's a lot to take on.
No sweat for me!
You have unlimited potential, Eggle. When the time comes, you shall choose your own path. Until then, be fearless and follow your heart wherever it may take you.
I will! Thank you!
Oh, it's you. It's been a while.
Hey, buddy.
You have a young boy with you. And what's this?
Is this the guy that voices Zemnis?
He wears the badge of a young soldier. That takes me back. My son treasured his above all else. You remind me of him a bit, you know?
I want to be like your son Owen one day. My mother and father were guards as well.
You don't say. I'm sure you'll get there one day.
Meanwhile, we're doing this good thing. The evil people.
So you have returned, Baltinus.
Yes. Not long ago.
I was told you have an urgent report. Can it not wait until the Council of Six convenes?
No, it cannot. It appears the fire crystal has been awakened.
It
The
took
remaining
them.
Black Blades continue to fight alongside the Sword Bearers. However, no word has come from Commander Kami Izumi. It seems
As
that morale is plummeting.
Our only option left is an all-out defense of the Earth Crystal. We must cut our losses in that realm.
You propose that we abandon the Black Blades, the forces of the Duchy's 1st Division?
We have underestimated the Wind Vestal. We shall not make that mistake again. You or I.
look.
If the Earth Crystal were to be awakened, there would no longer be hope for this world. and our ideals would fade to nothingness.
But the Wind Vessel has no way of traversing the highlands that surround the duchy. Only the heavy airships helmed by our cadre have the propulsion necessary to make the journey.
Do not be so sure. The Wind Vessel has thus far outmatched us at every turn. Some
Built different.
enter in Victoria immediately. It seems the Council of Six may have to deal with the Vestal personally.
Look.
Allow me to interrupt.
Hmm?
You...
I'm glad the innkeep was willing to take in Egil.
Egil said he looks so much like his late grandfather, it's scary.
Enough about that. We must go to awaken the Earth Crystal.
Shut up.
But we have no way of entering the Duchy of Eternia. Perhaps it's time to get out that creepy journal of yours, Ringabel.
I'd hardly call it creepy. Anyway, I'll see what I can find. There are a few notes that might apply. Earth Crystal, Grand Ship, Engine Room. Those are the words that seem to be coming up.
Grand ship? Perhaps we'll find a lead
Engine
there.
room. Let's say goodbye to Egil. Ooh, Tiz, I'm doing just fine here. Don't worry about me. Okay. Where's Oh, he's back up in bed. Let's go say goodbye to the innkeep. Bye, old dude. I just feel much better since you came to visit me. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. You're welcome, Grandpas. Let's go. Didn't talk very much. I definitely recognize the voice of who appeared in that cutscene. Hard at work, I see. Yes.
I've been expecting you. Thank you so much for what you have done.
Oh, Commander Goodman. It's good to see you at home for a change.
I came as soon as I could when I heard the Wind Vestal was holding a banquet in my honor.
A banquet?
My wife is also most pleased. You can see she's all in a bustle getting things ready. I did wonder at seeing the names of Officers Steiner and Neuer on the invitation. How did you know the names of our shield-bearer officers, Vestal? I don't remember introducing you.
Hold on. You've lost me, I'm afraid.
Well, I received your letter saying that you'd like to hold a banquet at my residence.
I have no recollection of sending such a letter.
Is that so? Strange. I'm quite certain it was signed in your name.
Never mind that, everyone. The banquet shall be ready soon.
Well, I'd hate to put this food to waste. And Eleanor seems so happy.
Indeed. We would be delighted to join you.
Excellent. Please, this way.
I say, the Wind Vestal is much younger than I had imagined.
She may be young, but I hear she's quite capable. They say she's already saved our hides several times.
Allow me to introduce everyone. These are my chiefs of operations. My closest advisors, you might say.
My name is Saranish Steiner. It is a great honor to walk in the light of your countenance, Lady Vestal.
I am Savish Neuer. I'm very glad to make your acquaintance, Lady Vestal.
Pleased to meet you both.
Well, now that formalities are out of the way, let's head to the table.
Daniel,
What is it?
I just opened a letter that arrived this morning.
A letter? There's no sender on the back. Let me see. Daniel Goodman, Shield-Bearer Commander, shall die this night.
That's fun.
What on earth? Is this some kind of sick joke? Who would send such a thing?
It came this morning. I think Nastasia, our servant, collected it.
I don't like this one bit.
Well, we veterans should be able to look after ourselves. We should enjoy the feast, Commander Goodman.
You are right. Are you okay, Eleanor?
Yes. I'll bring the food now.
Please accept my apologies for this disruption, everyone.
Not at all. That letter chilled my blood.
A death threat, it seems.
Ring a bell? Don't say such things.
That was Eleanor's voice!
What is wrong?
Something terrible has happened! It's Nastasia! She's dead!
Nastasia is dead. She was not breathing and had no pulse.
We believe a blow to the back of her head with a blunt object is what killed her. But we haven't found a weapon.
We've placed her body in bed for now.
I'm more concerned at the fact that the front door will not open. It seems to be sealed shut from the outside. We cannot get out!
Can't we just break a window?
I'm afraid not. This residence was formerly a stronghold. There aren't any windows on the first floor.
So that means we're trapped?
What on earth is going on? Who killed that servant?
I mean, we have wind
I was
magic.
preparing the food with Nastasia just before, right up until I opened that threatening letter. I noticed nothing amiss at that point.
Then it must have been you who killed her. Who else here would have had the chance?
Nonsense! Why would my wife ever do such a thing?
I have no idea. Perhaps she was the one who wrote that letter as well.
No! I would never harm a fly!
But you were the only one who could have been with the servant at the time she was killed.
Wait! The culprit will not be found through conjecture.
That said, the murderer must be among us. The front door has not been opened since we arrived, no? None have entered, and none have left. That leaves only us.
I would never accuse the Vestal. But how can we trust you other three? We know nothing about you.
That's just...
I'm sure I appear suspicious. After all, I have no memory and know not my own past.
There's no one who can attest to my background either.
They're all dead.
Oh, for pity's sake! Why do you travel with companions of such dubious origin, Vestal?
They show up, and all of a sudden the servant dies. Isn't the timing a little convenient?
Enough. The Vestal and her companions have hardly had time to do such a thing since they arrived. And you well know how much they have aided the shield bearers already. I won't stand to hear the Vestal and her allies insulted.
However, in that case, the finger of blame can point only to your good wife.
It was the Vestal.
Take charge of this matter for now. I would ask that you all remain calm.
Do you have any idea who the culprit is, Vestal?
No, not yet. What are your thoughts?
Gonna run around
The
and talk
wife
to everyone.
does appear to be the most likely suspect. However, I believe she has been framed.
Framed? What do you mean?
I'd have my eye on Officer Neuer if I were you. Something strikes me as odd about her behavior. She is obsessed with furthering her career. I doubt she'd hesitate to knock down anyone she saw as competition. Forgive me for saying this, but she'll stop at nothing to get her way. You should see the way she looks at Commander Goodman, batting those eyelashes at him. And she blatantly acts as if she's his wife in front of others. Even though he has a splendid wife back at home, she uses any excuse she can find to keep him away from her. She's always holding strategy meetings and wanting to discuss enemy raids. As you can see, Commander Goodman is a sincere, earnest fellow, and the Civil War is drawing to a close. At this rate, she'll end up a mere officer, and Commander Goodman will go back to spending time with his wife. Perhaps she saw this banquet as her chance to make a move. That is what I think, anyway. Oh, and not a word to anyone about this. If she knew I had said these things, my life would be in danger. In any case, you should consider this, Lady Vestal.
Okay. So he thinks she does it. What do you have to say?
I trust you will ensure that we get out of this mess in one piece, Lady Vestal.
I'll do my best. Who do you think the culprit is, Officer Neuer?
The evidence all points to the wife, no? She presents herself well, and then goes and does these terrible things. Perhaps she resents Commander Goodman for not returning to his residence more often. Sending death threats before following through takes a cold, calculating criminal. The thought makes my blood curdle. If this is true, I feel so sorry for poor for the commander. He has worked hard for his country. But if you want my honest opinion, I think another may be responsible.
Another person? Who?
The other
This
guy.
is for your ears only. I have heard disturbing rumors about Officer Steiner.
Disturbing rumors?
He has worked his way up the ranks, serving with merit in many battles since the war began. Promotion after promotion, and now he is Joint Chief of Operations. I believe he wants to take command of the shield bearers. If the war continues, Commander Goodman may very well die in battle, and Steiner may be next in line. However, then you came along and put his achievements to shame. The war seems nearly at an end. He must have panicked. His mind is always plotting strategy, both on and off the battlefield. He must have used your name to set up this banquet.
Then why did he kill the servant first?
That is what makes him so shrewd. He is ensuring no suspicion falls upon him. First, the servant. Then he picks us off one by one as we turn on one another. Horrifying.
I am sorry you were dragged into this, Wind Vestal. I hope you and your companions can forgive me.
No need to apologize. I think it is your wife who needs your support right now. Perhaps you could speak with her later?
Yes, you are right. Do you have any idea as to who the murderer might be?
I have.
Not so far. Do you have any enemies, Commander Goodman?
Well, there are plenty of sword bearers out for my blood. But I'd like to think no ally holds a grudge against me. Officers Steiner and Neuer have been steadfast in their support throughout the war.
What do you know of Nastasia, the murdered servant?
Today was the first time I'd met her, actually. I've not been able to spend any time at home.
I see. Thank you for answering my questions.
See, I remember what class and the boss, but I don't...
I doubt that Commander Goodman is behind this, Agnes.
I feel it best that I speak with everyone, just in case.
Often, the least likely suspect turns out to be the culprit.
Even when death threats are made?
especially when there are death threats. This whole affair has made no sense from the start. An invitation to a banquet sent in the name of Agnes, savior of the shield bearers. Of course, whoever is behind this invited their intended victims under the pretense of a banquet. If it was Commander Goodman, he could have conspired with his wife beforehand. They could have concocted these mysterious invitations and the death threat themselves.
If that's the case, then why kill the servant?
Killing the servant may have been a diversion before they kill their true target. Either Officer Steiner or Officer Neuer, the two who received invitations. Or both of them.
Wait, it's too early to jump to conclusions. I can't imagine why the commander would want to kill those two.
Then maybe...
I have a weird suspicion of who it could be.
How are you holding up, Eleanor?
I can't believe this is happening. With my husband home at last, and you here for a banquet. Please believe me. I have not killed a soul.
How long had the servant girl been working at your residence?
Not long, in truth. I employed her when we took Egil in, but it has been a blessing having her around. It was good to have someone to talk to after Egil left the house.
Did she mention anyone that may wish to cause her harm?
No, she was a good girl. I cannot fathom why she was killed.
Don't take it too hard.
I'll try not to. Oh, let me pour some tea.
Your attention, please. Until we identify the culprit, I believe it best that we all stay together.
Okay, just for a quick on who I think it is, I think that the maid is faking. I think it's the maid.
Eventually, the others will realize something is amiss. Once they do, they'll break us out of here. We just have to wait.
In the same room as a murderer? That simply will not do!
I agree! Officer Neuer and I were not mentioned in the death threat, but we certainly do not feel safe.
As long as we all stay in one place, the offender will not be able to take action. We all agree with the commander. Right, Agnes? Indeed.
I must ask you to be patient, Officer Steiner and Neuer.
Yes, of course.
It seems we have no choice.
Are you all right, Officer Steiner?
Officer Steiner!
He's dead.
Yeah, so it's either the maid is faking it, or it's the wife. Those are who I believe it is.
But how? What happened?
He was in agony. It must have been poison. He had just drank some tea, correct?
Poisoned? When?
The commander's wife poured tea for us all just now. The poison must have been in that! What? Officer Steiner was the only one to drink it. The rest of us had yet to take even a sip. That is all the evidence we need! It was you, you she-devil! You've shown your true colors!
Calm down, Officer Neuer.
Calm down? Commander, this woman just tried to kill you! Officer Steiner is dead! But it could have just as easily been you, the Wind Vestal, her companions, or me! Oh, perish the thought! Good heavens, no! Me? Use poison? Don't try and tell us it wasn't you! Tie this woman up immediately!
Unfortunately, under these circumstances, I cannot see how anyone else could be responsible.
Daniel.
I am sorry, Eleanor. I shall have to confine you in the cellar until you can be cleared of any wrongdoing. Is this acceptable, Vestal?
Yes.
How has it come to this?
There must be some kind of mistake.
Mistake? Are you still on that woman's side? She has killed twice already!
But what is her motive? Why would she kill the servant and Officer Steiner? And by means that could only point the finger at her.
We can find out what her reasons were later. At least she's now under lock and key. Now we just need to find a way out of here, and all shall be resolved. She must have been the one who jammed the front door as well. We should have questioned her.
We should go and have another look at the entranceway.
How are we...
I'm not going anywhere. No way. I'm staying put until help comes.
Very well. I'll stay here with her.
Yeah, okay, so he is dead.
Poking around isn't going to bring her back, Ring-a-Bell.
Yes, I know. I'm well aware, but...
Show some respect for the dead, Ring-a-Bell.
Me and Ring-a-Bell being on the same page, everyone else being like, leave the body alone.
What's this? Everything has gone dark!
Who extinguished the lights? Watch out! I have a bad feeling about this!
Commander Goodman! Get the lights on now!
I will. Just a...
She's dead?
The lights are back.
Look! Officer Neuer!
No way.
What's wrong? I heard a scream. Ah! Officer Neuer! Stay with me!
That woman did...
Woman? Which woman? Officer Neuer!
Is she... dead?
Yes.
So, she was attacked in the brief time that the lights were out?
Could the woman Officer Neuer mentioned be your wife?
Impossible. She's confined to the cellar. She had no way of killing Officer Neuer.
Could there be a secret exit out of the cellar? You've not spent much time at home, Commander Goodman, so perhaps you were simply not aware of it. Your wife, Eleanor, could have constructed a hidden passage.
Never.
She may have started a murder spree. Now she's been found out as the killer.
That's pure conjecture. There's no proof yet that Eleanor had anything to do with this.
Let's go and talk with her. That is our only path of action right now.
This episode's going to be a bit longer.
I cannot bear to face her right now. Here's the key.
We can't leave him unattended. That's just not... That's not smart. Okay, well, we're doing it.
Has something happened? I heard a yell from upstairs a while ago.
Have you been here the whole time?
Yes.
Let's look for a hidden passage.
A hidden passage? What are you talking about? I'm so confused.
Do you deny that you used a hidden passage to sneak upstairs and slay Officer Neuer?
I know nothing of any hidden passage.
I believe you are telling the truth, but that means we have a bigger problem. If you are innocent, then it must mean that Commander Goodman is the killer.
What? Daniel? A murderer?
Only because there is nobody else it could be.
The four of us have stayed together the whole time, so we cannot be responsible. The only other survivors here are you and your husband.
Or someone
Right
who's
before
dead,
Noya
who's
breathed
not
her
dead.
last, she indicated her killer was a woman. That makes you the only suspect.
But I can't see any way out of here.
There must be. Otherwise, who could be the culprit?
I've played Ace Attorney. I've connected the dots. The path is clear.
Except...
What is it?
Wait. How could we be so stupid? We have made a fatal error. We must return to Commander Goodman at once.
You're mine, shield bearer. The meddling wind vessel and her companions are next for the knife. So let me make good on that threat.
Commander Goodman, watch out! You saved me.
I sure did.
I don't believe it. Isn't that the servant, Nastasia? But she was the first to die.
No.
I confirmed it myself. She had no pulse.
But she was the only woman in the house other than Eleanor and Officer Noya.
And 'tis is no
Seems we have been
doctor.
fooled by an elaborate ruse.
Who on earth are you? Reveal yourself!
It has taken all my training to keep up my death ruse this long. Now you and your companions have unmasked me.
Where is the real Nastasia?
Who knows? Perhaps she's melting away in the lava pits of Mount Karka by now. Really, your guess is as good as mine.
You fiend!
I was but a hair's breadth away from terminating my target, and then
Fun.
the wind vessel of all people has to show up. I certainly did not expect your arrival, I must admit, but that simply means I will add you and your followers to the list of victims to fall prey to my blade. Just as the fire vessel did at the Temple of Fire 3 years ago.
You were the one who took the fire vessel's life?
You shouldn't have said
You are
that.
a member of the Black Blades?
That is correct. I am Konoe Kikyo, professional killer and leader of the Black Blades covert forces.
And the last Black Blade, I think, that's left.
She's gone quiet. I've seen this woman near this residence before. She was just my type, so, I mean, she looked suspicious, so I chased after her, but she gave me a swift rebuff.
What? You mean this is the girl you were chasing after that time?
Here she comes!
Okay. Oh, we might be Alaka screwed. I can't cast that right now, that'd be bad.
It's over!
Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Heh. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay, abilities. I'm so... I don't know what that does, but it does, Hey. Go all in.
Don't blink.
This should also keep up the other stuff. Okay. Okay, Drain is kind of OP, so we're going to apply that too. Also, is his sword. Rejuvenation! Nope. Let's have her attack.
We'll not stop here!
Okay, well that was muy caliente. Time to go abracadoodle. Abracadee. I hope you're ready, 'cause here I come! Hee hee hee! Stomp. 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 Magic. You know what? Just burn. And ring a bell. No. Fire. And then ring a bell needs to go acrobatics, and we'll do jump. And we'll go default one more time with her. It's a good thing we did. That's right, burn! And now Adia's gonna... Okay, actually, we're just gonna go all in with Tiz again. Piercing Bolt. And then we're gonna go... all in with Adia. There's no way she lives this turn. God damn it. Okay, there's maybe a chance she lives this turn. That was 5,000 damage. That was good damage. That's a lot of damage. We're going to do this. This and this. Go. Hopefully that will let Adia live. You know what? Go for another one, bud. Make sure that drain is applied. Well, that sucks, but it's gonna be fine. Bring Anya back, because I'm hoping for her to get her some XP from this fight. No, Tiz still has Drain on. Oh, and of course. Stop killing the people! Now I hope you don't die to this. Oh, you've died to this. You suck so much. Oh, and she would have... I hate you so much. The Ninja, a fast dual-wielding fighter, high power where dual-wielding favors diggers. If you are the one who likes to lurk in the shadows and counterattack your foes, then the ninja
Any
is the
last
class
words
for
before you
you.
meet your maker?
So, the ninja chooses to remain silent upon her death?
You think? It looks like she has something to say. Look, she's changed her disguise again.
I failed to assassinate the shield bearer commander, but at least I was able to eliminate 2 of the shield bearer officers. Not a bad result. All said, unfortunately, the wind vessel I had used as bait actually appeared. There was no way I could have anticipated this turn of events. Perhaps this is what I get for taking the fire vessel's life. My punishment for not heeding the swordmaster's warnings. It was a regrettable misstep. If only the fire vessel had not ignored my warning and leapt into the lava pit.
What did you say? What happened to the fire vessel?
It's no use. She's dead.
I owe you and your companions a great debt, Wind Vestal. Though we lost 2 of our officers, I consider it a blessing that you and my wife escaped unharmed. I have done my wife a disservice. I was not able to trust her completely.
It was a tough situation we were placed in.
From now on, I'll do my best to spend more time at home, even when I'm busy.
That would certainly set me at ease. It gets lonely in this big house by myself.
Commander Goodman! Officer Steiner! Officer Neuer! You alright?
I am unscathed, as are my wife and the Wind Vestal's party.
I'll get the door open now! Please, stand back!
That's one banquet I won't forget.
Alaka-boom, we're free. Okay, this episode went a little bit longer, but we're going to end it here. Excuse me. So, I hope you all enjoyed this episode. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace. Oh yeah, check me out on Twitch, link below. Bye.